Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So Candace Owens is making headlines once again, and honestly she probably doesn't need any introduction. Candace Owens has long been a polarizing figure, especially within the black community, known for her unapologetically consecutive views and her vocal support for Donald Trump during his presidency. Candace Owens positioned herself as a critic of what she called the democratic victim narrative. She distanced herself from broader black political consensus and always clashed with those who challenged her perspective. But now the tables have turned. In a surprising twist, Candace Owens has publicly distanced herself from Donald Trump, and the backlash has been swift. Social media is lit up with reaction. Many in the black community are calling her out, not just for the shift, but for pretending that she didn't see this coming. Like what is happening in the US, like she didn't see it coming. They're saying she knew exactly who Trump was, or why is she pretending like she didn't know who Trump was when he publicly made it clear who he was exactly. And the sentiment is clear. While Candace may be changing courses, the community she once rejected isn't welcoming her with open arms. In today's video, we are going to break down what happened. Please take a look at the reactions pouring in. Most importantly, we are going to watch Candace Owens respond to all this controversy. And please do not skip any video, guys. Please, I go through a lot to find these clips for you guys, so make sure you watch everything, okay? And make sure you watch the last clip, because Candace, I'm gonna play the video of Candace Owens responding to all this at the end of this video. I saved the best for last. Let's watch these clips together.
But when I told y'all Candace Owens was getting paid to run one of the largest smear campaigns against Kamala Harris, I was crazy, right? But now she's trying to backtrack and blame it on Christianity as to why she no longer supports Trump. It's not Christianity that's got her concerned. It's the fact that they're not paying her anymore, and she thought that her husband in proximity to whiteness and slandering Kamala Harris was going to get her on the up and up with Trump. Promised her a seat just like they promised everyone else a seat, but guess who didn't get one? Because they're still a black woman. I don't know why you thought you were the exception. You were not the exception. You were the rule. Forget, you were posting 12 videos a fucking day during the election talking about Kamala Harris and why no one should vote for her. Let's play the video.
But I want to say this, like, quite seriously. 4 years ago, in 2020, I had no kids. It's an incredible thing to think about. I had 0 children, and now I have 3 children. And I'm so serious when I say that I was so concerned about Kamala winning that my husband and I were having serious discussions about what will happen, what can we do, what is our option. And I know that we're not the only family that truly thought about where will we go if
you want to get on here and cry baby tears and say no one told you that Trump was going to be like this. He was never like this. Everybody told you. And you were going to college campuses with Charlie Kirk debating feminists and black women, calling them wrong and saying they had equal privilege as a white man. They paid you for a job. You did that job. But see, just like everybody else that the Trump administration took that job from, that they were offered during the election, you're not going to get that seat that you wanted. You're not getting the seat in the administration that you thought you were going to get. No black person ever was, especially not a black woman. And now you're trying to go back to your other blogging page to try to rekindle some of that money you were making during the election. Not happening, Candace. We know who you are.
My name is Mario, and I'm tired of the bullshit. This woman is absolutely right, 100% correct. It kills me how these useful idiots, these ventriloquist dummies for supremacy, how they hoard themselves out to groups of people who don't like them or their people for a little bit of money and fame. And then when these, let's call them agents, when these agents get discarded like the trash they are, then they want to come back to us. They want to come back to the community. You can't be anti-black, contrary to black liberation, contrary to black achievement, side with the devil, and then say you did it out of love. You can't do that. I don't give a damn how many Black Lives Matter signs she posts in her yard. I don't care if she adopts a Yoruba or Igbo name. I don't care if she puts on a muumuu and a headdress. That bitch can never come back to the cookout. Never. And I mean this shit. Y'all be peace.
Have y'all noticed Candace Owens has jumped ship? Now all of a sudden she's opposing everything Trump is doing. And what's her disdain with Elon Musk and RFK Jr.? She claiming that free speech is being censored to those who are protesting Israel and this and that. But Candy girl, you was all over this internet talking about the lady from France doing dissertations and explanations on what she identify as. Now you're just a Christian and you don't like the censorship that's going on, but you talk about anybody and everybody across this internet. Did you use the Republican Party to prop yourself up? Now I get, even though you allegiance to somebody, and if they do something that's not right, that you don't agree with, of course you step up and say something, because no one is above criticism. I get that. But your stance on why you're criticizing the Trump administration, RFK Jr., and Elon Musk, it has no weight to me. What is going on with Candace Owens? Ever since they let her go from the Daily Wire, she just been on this crusade and everybody is doing her wrong and she is being censored. But Candy said whatever she want up and down this internet. What y'all think? Candace Owens has left the Republican Party.
Black folks, we need to talk. If you are not black, keep it pushing. You can stay, but be quiet. Understand this. There's not a lot of things I call on the black community for, right? Don't y'all let Candace Owens rebrand herself. I don't give a shit. I don't care. She does not fall into the category of the rest of the black women. Don't let Candace Owens do this again, because when Candace wants to pander to that group of people again, she will damn sure throw the black community under the bus like she always has. And stop letting Candace throw a few black facts in front of your face and so you can simply say, oh wow, she's spitting facts. She's not spitting facts. Because anytime she needs a leg up or a boost, she only runs to one community. She does not run to the community that she panders to. When they fired her off them networks, when she was struggling in her career, when she was facing racial discrimination, she went to one group of people. And simply because we seen a black woman, folks supported her. I never supported her, but folks supported her. And now she's trying to say she does no longer support Trump. Okay, cool. And she said, oh, how she didn't see it and how X, Y, and Z. No. Let her sit with her tribe. Let her, she's good in MAGA. Leave her there. Please, leave her there.
So what you're saying right now with Candace Owens is the classic, you're either with me or against me. Which is interesting because when she was on Trump's side, all the Trump supporters loved her. But now that she's talking about Trump and saying she's no longer on his side, now they all hate her. This is politics in a nutshell. You're either on the same side or we hate you. No matter what you've said or done that was amazing that we agree with in the past, now we agree with nothing that you say. It's because we believe we have the absolute truth. We believe that anyone else who opposes what we think or disagrees with us, we believe that they're the evil ones, they're the dumb people, and we are the smart people and we know what we're talking about. That is all politics is. It's a divisive tactic. Now that she's come out and said, oh, I'm no longer agreeing with him, I'm not on his side, now everyone's against her. And now everyone on the other side is saying, oh, now you want to come back to our side. Dude, stop with the sides, bro. This is why you don't stand on the side of far left, far right, politics, all these weird Republican, Democrat, all these weird divisive things. That's why you only be loyal to Jesus, okay? Remember, even Judas betrayed Jesus because he was not loyal, he switched sides. People gonna switch sides all the time the second that you oppose something that they think or you disagree with them, or people are gonna oppose you. That's why you don't fall into this left versus right paradigm, this divisive tactic of the enemy, because he has all of you just, oh my gosh, I feel like it's so simple, but then I realize people don't comprehend simple. It's crazy.
We're gonna talk about the revolt for like a quick second, but the fact that Candace Owens is doing this rebrand on her being a Christian now, and that's the reason why she doesn't want to support Donald Trump, when this was the main black woman posting 12 to 15 videos a day, y'all. A day. She was posting, she was talking so much about Kamala, and it's so crazy to me that now she's going to come back. Donald Trump, just period. Just talking about how he's fucking up in office and how Elon Musk is just, in his ear, and it's just too much? Yes. So now she wants to come to her senses. But a lot of people are saying that it's because that they're not paying her anymore. I don't know if she was getting paid. But for you to go that hard behind somebody for 4 to 5 years, like, y'all, she was going for 45 years. 45 years openly supporting Donald Trump, openly telling us why we should not vote for Kamala, just for her to come back and say that Donald Trump is one of the worst presidents that we've had this far. That's just so crazy to me. And the one interview that I keep thinking back on is that one video of her and T.I. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know. But go watch that video, because that's going to explain where her mindset was around that time. But yeah, y'all, this is getting crazy.
This message is for Candace Owens and Candace Owens only. Girl, we traded you a long time ago. I don't even remember what white person we traded you for, but you can't jump ship. You're not coming back over this side. No. See, the trade was permanent. It was permanent. Once you betrayed your black race, you were done. Bye-bye.
Candace Owens, quick message. We don't care. It's too late to switch sides. He's already in office. We're resting. We're okay with it. All your smear campaigns against Kamala, yeah, we don't give a fuck. Okay? You sit in it. You soak in it. Ain't no switching sides. He's there. Now you just gotta watch it all play out. Okay? We don't give a fuck.
Candace Owens, Joe Rogan, and a couple of others are finally starting to come around and finally starting to condemn Trump for his actions. But my question for y'all is, think Trump was gonna do? What did y'all think he was gonna do? Because the man practically spelled all this shit out before he got in office. Oh, he absolutely told a lot of lies, but most of us could see right through that shit. Most of us who have any good sense, that is. So why is everybody acting shocked and now want to condemn his actions? Could it be because his actions are starting to hurt you? And this is why we say do your research. Because instead of using your platforms for good, you helped him get reelected. And now we all have to live with the consequences. And the truth be told is you could see this shit coming from a mile away. But if you didn't see it coming, it's because you wasn't paying attention. So, have the day that all of you voted for.
How is it that Candace Owens, when they go from being this alt-right person to all of a sudden wanted to change her brand? Don't change your brand, Candace Owens. Stay who you are. Because we're going to always remember who you are and what you've said. You've sided with hatred. You've sided with racism. You've sided with misogyny. You've sided with all these terrible things. Now, all of a sudden, you want to change your brand. You want to jump ship. Don't jump ship. Stay where you are. Because there's an old saying, birds of a feather, they flock together. And you stay right over there with that flock of birds that you have fellowship with.
Y'all ain't gonna believe this shit. So apparently Miss Candace Owens, okay, hashtag black mascot for the Republican Party, wants to jump ship. Miss Democrats are the real racists, and oh yeah, Miss Slavery wasn't that bad. The same Candace who launched hashtag Blexit to encourage black folks to leave the Democratic Party now is out here doing what? Floating? Okay, so get this, y'all. She got dropped by the Daily Wire for pushing anti-Semitic conspiracies. Yes, accused of spreading the same dangerous rhetoric she used to condemn. Even Robert Shapiro put a gag order on her.
She's pivoting. It's a rebrand. I just cannot tell you guys. I genuinely feel like I'm in the middle of a well-financed campaign to convince people that I've somehow changed my opinion to accommodate the left. TikTokers are getting in on it. We're getting
paid to run one of the largest smear campaigns against Kamala Harris. I was crazy, right? But now
Getting phone calls from the press every single day. Like everybody's working on an article about Candace Owens pivoting. Everyone from obviously House and Habit's Jessica Reed Krause, who we're going to talk about a little bit because she was interestingly enough with none other than Bibi Netanyahu yesterday at the White House. Also, actually, I haven't changed any of my opinions. Obviously, if you guys are listening to the show, I have the same perspectives on BLM, the Me Too movement. I've broadened those opinions. Vaccines haven't changed. Same person. So I'm wondering, where exactly did the pivot occur? And I'm thinking,
And that brings us to the end of this video. Now, before we go, let's unpack what's really going on here, because social media isn't letting Candace Owens off the hook. And honestly, the backlash is intense for a reason. According to what's being said online, Candace has officially distanced herself from the Republican Party, or at least from Donald Trump, someone she fiercely defended and praised. She's now voicing against him, disappointed in what Trump is supposedly doing to the country. But for many, this sudden change of heart isn't being seen as genuine. Instead, it's being seen as strategic. And let's not forget, this is the same Candace Owens who not long ago made it a point to say that she could never ever vote for Kamala Harris. Why? Because she said she feared what kind of influence Harris would have on her children in America. Yes, Candace was so convinced that Kamala Harris win would lead to disaster that she publicly stated she and her family had considered leaving the country if Harris became the president, sorry. That's the level of conviction she had at the time. So now people are looking at her and asking what changed. Because suddenly Trump is a problem, suddenly he's messing up the country. People are calling out for what it looks like opportunism. There's growing speculation online that Candace Owens wasn't just an outspoken supporter during the 2024 election cycle. She was also expecting something in return. Some are saying she may have hoped for a position in the White House. Maybe she saw herself as someone who could become a key black conservative voice within Trump's cycle. Maybe she thought her loyalty would be rewarded with political influence, national stature, maybe even a cabinet role or advisory seat. So no, the black community isn't embracing her return. They're not interested in her rebrand, and honestly, they shouldn't have to be. Because black Americans have been speaking truth to power long before Candace Owens came onto the scene, and they will continue doing it long after. Her presence was never essential. Her departure won't be a loss. And as for Trump being a good president, that's debatable, depending on who you ask. But even among conservatives, opinions are shifting. The chaos, the rhetoric, the policies, it's all coming to a hand. And Candace choosing this exact moment to step away feels like someone who realizes the ship is sinking and wants to jump before it goes under. So what did she expect? That Trump would miraculously become, her savior, that his presidency would suddenly start reflecting, compassion towards her, or, offer her something. He told us exactly who he was. He told the black Americans exactly who he was. I mean, were you expecting anything different? Because the man is living to his words. I mean, I don't blame him. He made it loud and clear. Why do you want him to change now? He showed us again and again. So to act surprised now doesn't land. It comes off as calculated, and people see through it. Anyway, that's my take. I want to lay it all out clearly and give you a full picture of what's being said online and why this moment matters. But now I want to hear from you guys. Do you think Candace Owens deserves grace? Do you think people should allow her to evolve and move forward, or has too much damage already been done? Was this a long overdue awakening, or a last-ditch attempt to save a brand? Let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. I genuinely want to hear your thoughts, whether you agree or disagree. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on that notification bell so that every time I drop a video, you will not miss it out. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Please stay peaceful.